Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. The transfer window has just shut, and this might have been the craziest transfer window ever. Almost all of the big teams strengthened and spent big. We're going to somehow try and make a starting 11 based on the best transfers this summer. It's going to be very difficult. I have to try find a way to make a starting 11 from almost 1000 transfers. So if I'm missing anyone, please feel free to let me know in the comments down below. Reminder everyone, we're trying to reach 1000 subscribers by the end of 2025. So please help us in achieving our goal. Before we get back onto the video, I have a quick announcement. Instead of sticking to 4-3-3 formation specifically, I've decided that any formation is permissible as long as it's not a made up one and it fits the video. Because I noticed a lot of players were getting left out of the video that could have been in the video if there was a formation tweak. But despite the change, today's formation is a 4-3-3 with a cam and two central midfielders. Starting with the goalkeeper as usual, Juan Garcia. Garcia joined Barcelona from rivals Espanyol for 25 million euros. One of the best goalkeepers in La Liga last year, 25 million euros is a bargain for how good he is. He fits perfectly into Hansi Flick's style of play, commanding off his line, good with his feet, and an excellent shot stopper. Ter Stegen was world class for Barcelona for many years, but his time, in my opinion, was up, and they desperately needed a new goalkeeper. And they couldn't have picked out a better option with the price they paid for him too, considering their financial difficulties. His performance in Barcelona's most recent game against Rayo Vallecano is proof how good he is, and if Barcelona didn't have him and had any of their goalkeepers from last year, they would have lost 2-1 or even maybe 3-1. Garcia takes the goalkeeper position for the best signing starting 11. At right back is Trent Alexander-Arnold. Trent joined Real Madrid for 10 million euros from Liverpool and has started 2 of the 3 games so far for his new club. He would have been on a free, but Real Madrid wanted him for the Club World Cup, so paid Liverpool that amount, which is kinda insulting because Trent is a £100 million player in my opinion. He's looked good so far in both attack and defence against Mallorca specifically. He also gave Mbappe a beautiful through ball which was just offside, and he's also been defensively solid like I mentioned. He's always getting memes on his defending, but he's drastically improved. Real Madrid lacked a creative player last season after Kroos' departure, but Trent will fulfill those boots. Quite comfortably in my opinion as well. It's looking scary because him and Mbappe or him and Vinicius should be illegal. Trent takes the right back position for the best signing starting 11. At right centre back is new Trent Alexander-Arnold teammate Dean Huijsen. Huijsen joined Real Madrid from Bournemouth for 59.4 million euros. A bargain to be honest. He's the perfect modern day centre back, and to capture Real Madrid's eyes when you're at Bournemouth, you must be generational, which I believe he is. He has no weak foot, he's dominant in the air, maintains a solid line, and plays as if he's 30 when he's only 20 years old. He's walked right into Real Madrid's starting 11 perfectly, starting all 3 games so far in which all 3 have been wins. Huijsen takes the right centre-back position for the best signing starting 11. At left centre-back is Jonathan Tah. Tah joined Bayern from Bayer Leverkusen on a free. Tah has walked right into Bayern's back line, and I think he will be their main defender for the next 4 to 5 years. He always had potential from a young age, but hit a dip in his career until Xabi Alonso arrived at Leverkusen and unlocked that potential, ultimately reviving his career. It earned him a well-deserved move to Bayern Munich. He's 29 years old, entering his prime, so a very good signing for Bayern, who needed a new centre-back, as Ito is very injury-prone and Kim Min-jae not consistent enough for Bayern standards. Good defender, but he hasn't replicated his Napoli form. Him and Upamecano at the back is a very good partnership, and don't be surprised if Bayern go far in the Champions League, maybe even potential winners. Tah takes the left centre-back. Tah takes the left centre-back position for the best signing starting 11. Completing the back line at left back is Alvaro Carreras. Carreras joined Real Madrid from Benfica for 50 million euros. He was an academy boy for Real Madrid but was let go of. They clearly regretted it, which is why they brought him back, and he settled in very well. He's made the left back spot his, and he's been very, very good going forward and defensively. I look forward to the battle between him and Yamal in the El Clasico, if both of them manage to stay fit. He made an excellent goal line clearance against Mallorca, which allowed Real Madrid to keep the lead, which ultimately won them the game. Carreras takes the left back position for the best signing starting 11. Moving on to the midfield, and starting with the right central midfielder, is Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne joined Napoli on a free from Manchester City after the club told him they no longer required his services. He scored a free kick on his debut for Napoli and looks like a great addition to them so far. I think he'll help Napoli to retain the Serie A trophy whilst being the main man for the team. I was honestly shocked when Manchester City let go of him. Yes, he wasn't in his best state no more, but it's De Bruyne. Take a risk. He'll give you minimum 10 world-class games a season and a couple goals in a couple big games. He returns to the Etihad later on this year as Napoli and Manchester City face each other in the Champions League. Imagine the scenes if he scores and does a celebration aimed at the owners and Pep. But to be fair, I think he'll just, if he does score, if he does score, he'll show respect. De Bruyne takes the right central midfield position in the best signings starting 11. In the left central midfield position is Tijjani Reinders. Reinders joined Manchester City from AC Milan for 57.7 million euros that could rise to 70 million euros. He's a complete midfielder that can carry the ball, break up play, and can dictate the tempo. He can also score from distance and inside the box. He can also be a playmaker. So he's very complete. He's also very good with both feet, as we saw in his debut against Wolves, scoring from a tight angle with his weaker foot. He got off to a quick start with Manchester City with a goal and assist on his debut against Wolves, and I wouldn't be surprised if he hits double digits in goals or assists. Reinders takes the left central midfield position in the best signings starting 11. Completing the midfield in the cam position is Florian Wirtz. He's had a slow start to life in Liverpool, but I think it's just a matter of time before he starts showing us his class that was displayed at Leverkusen. I don't think a player who Real Madrid, Manchester City, Bayern and Liverpool, who ended up getting him, can have that type of interest and not work out. I think in his first couple games it's an adaptation period, so I wouldn't be too concerned if I was a Liverpool fan about him working out or not. He can carry the ball, is good in tight spaces, very elegant and has a good shot on him. We saw in the Community Shield final he has an eye for a pass that most people don't, when he set up Ekitike for the opener. Wirtz takes the cam position for the best signings starting 11. Moving on to the attack, and starting with the right winger, Rayan Cherki. Cherki joined Manchester City from Lyon for 36.5 million euros, with potential add-ons that go up until 41.7 million euros. Cherki, like Reinders, had a fast start to life. He also scored in his debut against Wolves with a tidy finish after some good footwork. I can't even tell you what foot he is. He's like Ousmane Dembele, very good with both feet. Cherki would have probably been sold for more had Lyon not been in financial difficulties. Cherki will either become a world-class player or a streets won't forget type of player, as he's very silky with the ball. Majority of these silky ballers are either Brazilians or North Africans. They just produce magic with the football. Cherki takes the right wing position in the best signings starting 11. At left wing, I've hit a roadblock. I'm stuck between two options, Diaz and Eze. Diaz joined Bayern from Liverpool for 75.5 million euros and Eze joined Arsenal from Crystal Palace for 75 million euros. Just a 0.5 million euros difference. Diaz has had an electric start to life at Bayern so far, with 4 goals and assists in 2 games in the league, and also a goal in the final against Stuttgart to help Bayern win the match. Eze had a little cameo against Liverpool off the bench, where he looked Arsenal's most threatening player, despite only being on the pitch for 30 minutes. I'm going to go with Eze, just because Diaz is a little too inconsistent. A very good player, but he can go weeks without scoring. Whereas I feel Eze is the more consistent player and has now joined the side that's significantly better than his old. Eze will, in my opinion, make the left wing spot his at Arsenal, and he also takes the left wing position in the best signings starting 11. Completing the attack and starting 11 at striker is the most expensive signing of the summer and Premier League history, Alexander Isak. What a signing and what a player. I honestly look forward to what he brings at Liverpool, because I do personally believe, and by the way, I have believed this for around 7 months, that Isak is the best striker in the world. Yes, in the world. Better than Haaland too, in my opinion. He's got the dribbling, pace, finishing, link up, poacher's instincts. I can't see how other teams will be able to compete with Liverpool. They've strengthened their squad big time, and it's looking scary in all honesty. Isak takes the striker position in the best signings starting 11. That's the starting 11 complete. On to the honourable mentions player. Hugo Ekitike. How Liverpool pulled him and Isak off just does not make sense. Ekitike has had a fast start to life in Liverpool, scoring 2 in 3 games in the Premier League with 1 assist. Also a Community Shield final goal from distance. I don't know if they'll both work out, but it's interesting to see how Slot will fit him and Isak in. Ekitike is the honourable mentions player. It's time for the predictions. Where do I think the best signings based off the 2025-26 summer would place in the current Champions League if all the players were combined into a team? I'm going to say this team goes to the quarterfinals only because of the formation. If the midfield was more balanced or a more defensive player than De Bruyne or Reinders, this team would be the winners. No doubt about it. But because of the unbalanced midfield of Reinders, De Bruyne and Wirtz, I have to say I'm going with quarterfinals. Maybe semi-finals, but my prediction is this team would reach the quarterfinals. That's the end of the video, everyone. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment if you agree with my starting 11 and prediction, or if you have any inquiries. Reminder everyone, we're trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2025, so please help us in achieving our goal. Thank you for watching.